Yo, what's up guys? Gecko here, and today we are going to be taking a look at all of the new releases and announcements for the Pokemon DLC that is coming out soon. I have already seen some of it, and some of it has been announced previously. So, like for example, we've already seen like the Galarian Slowpoke that was out a while ago, things like that. But I did just want to take a look at everything that's been announced and just react to it and check out what they've released so far or shown us so far. So to start with, there's of course the two Reggies that were announced, um, Regieleki and Regidrago, so electric and dragon type Reggies. To be honest, I really don't like Regieleki. It just doesn't look like a Reggie to me. It's too round. These things are I don't like these arm things. What is this? I don't know, man. I just don't this design, I don't like it. I mean, I get the concept of like it's meant to look like a light bulb and it's got like electricity bolts coming out of it. I don't know. Not a fan of Regieleki. Not a fan. Regidrago is in isolation, it's a really cool design. I think it has the same issue of not really looking like a Reggie. Like if these dot things were not here, like the Reggies have, like this is not a Reggie. Again, it's like it's too round. Like it's an orb with dragon like a dragon face around it. It doesn't look like a Reggie because it's like the Reggies were originally like these huge rugged creatures. They're like really geometric and like I don't this just like doesn't look like that to me. And like I know some of them are round. Like Regigigas is like a fairly round shape. Registeel was always pretty rounded because it's supposed to be like polished steel. But like this is it's just an orb. Like it's kind of weird. Like these both of these just don't look like Reggies to me at all. So not a fan. Like this is kind of a cool idea. I mean the dragon parts look really cool. I'll give it that. They don't look like Reggies to me. So I'm gonna pass on that one. Not a fan of these. Next, I want to look at the new Pokemon. And again, like we've already seen a lot of these. I don't know if there are ones on here I haven't seen, but just to check them out. So, of course, we have Kubfu first, which is, I believe, considered a mythical, I'm pretty sure. And I mean, it's pretty cute. Honestly, the name is pretty clever. I have to give it that. I do really like the name. It's a cute little bear dude. I like the angry competitive expression he's got going on. I like Kubfu. It's cool. When it comes to or Shifu, I just I don't know, man. I'm just not a fan of the water typing. Like the fighting dark, I can totally see. Fighting water just it doesn't make sense with this design. That's my problem. I'm pretty sure this is the water one, I think because it's like there's nothing different about the color scheme. Not that every water type needs to be blue or anything, but like there's almost no distinction at all between these two. So it's like there's no different color scheme going on. The only real indicator that it's kind of watery is how flowing like these parts of it are, but that's really it. Like if you didn't know that it was water type when you saw it the first time, this you'd have no idea that was a water type. No idea. Nothing about it says water. So I like the idea that like the same Pokemon has two evolutions based on like the fighting style you teach it. Like I think that's really cool, but the typing is not working for me. The design also like there's a little too much going on for me. Like just a little too much. So I'm not in love with the design. I do like this one more though, just because it has like the cool headband tie thing, and yeah, I just think it looks a little better overall. But then we have Zarude. Or maybe it's Zarude, but I'm gonna say Zarude because the Zarude sandstorm jokes are too funny. I actually really like this design, and that's pretty unconventional for me because I don't really like monkeys that much in general, and I don't usually like monkey Pokemon or monkey-ish designs for characters and stuff. But I think Zarude looks sick. The typing is very cool. I love like just the evil eyes and like the I love the huge claws and like the wristband kind of things that it's going has going on. It looks like very feral and just very cool. I really like Zarude a lot. When it comes to this one, Calyrex, I'm not sure if that's exactly how you're supposed to pronounce it. This one's kind of just weird. I have to be honest. It's kind of just weird. I don't know what's going on with this huge bulbous thing on its head. Like, it looks like it's supposed to be some kind of berry or plant of some sort. I mean, it is grass typing. Um, Honestly, kind of just bizarre. Not a fan. I don't know what they're gonna do with it story-wise, since it is kind of one of the titular Pokemon in terms of like the DLCs that are coming out. Like the Crown one has like the outline of this as its logo. Um, so I believe so. If I'm wrong on that, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it's the Crown one that's related to this Pokemon. But it has Triforces on it, so I mean that's kind of cool. Yeah, we have Regieleki and Regidrago again. Okay, that's it for the new Pokemon that this is showing. So I had seen these before, but yeah, it was good to take a closer look because I had only seen them in passing. Then there are the new Gigantamax forms. I have already seen most of these, I believe. And as a disclaimer, I don't really like Gigantamax in general. I think a lot of the designs are really lazy or just really bad. Like most of them look horrible. I never mean personal offense toward people who design Pokemon. I'm not trying to attack the people specifically, but like just from my own like critique of what I think about the Gigantamax designs, a lot of them are really bad. That's just how I feel about them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. The Gigantamax Venusaur is actually pretty cool. I do like this one. I like that its big plant thing is now kind of covering it. It gives it this kind of like mysterious feel to it. Like it's kind of more like sneaky and concealed. So it looks pretty cool. There's not much different about its design other than that, which is one of the things I don't like about Gigantamaxing. A lot of times they're not actually that different from the base form, but Venusaur is pretty cool. Blastoise, I actually really like this Gigantamax form. This thing has like a whole dang city on its back. Like, look at these turret defenses all around it. Then you've got this huge thing in the middle with guns coming out of there too. Like, it does lose a bit of its feel from not having big cannons near the shoulders where it usually does, or just somewhere. They're all pretty small. But honestly, it's a pretty sick idea. I can't hate on this design. Rillaboom's, I mean, there's not like a whole lot to say about it. I think it's cool that it has a full drum set. I mean, I think that's a logical direction to take the Pokemon. But my issue was always that like it didn't make sense where it got the drum in the first place. Like it kind of just like has this thing it's carrying around that it sets in front of it. So I guess now it has an entire drum set. That's fine. I don't have much else to say about this one. Cinderace, this is another one where like the concept is really cool, but I don't like the design. Like I hate these enormous ears. And I don't like Cinderace anyway. I have to be honest. I really don't like Cinderace. I hate its design. So this is kind of just almost Cinderace with longer ears. So not a fan, but the idea that it's on a giant flaming football is awesome. Like it is very cool. And this would do damage, dude. If you were fighting this thing, yeah, this thing would destroy you. Inteleon, I actually at first I hated this when I first saw it. I thought it was so freaking stupid. It's kind of grown on me though, to be honest. I think it's still a little awkward, but like using its tail as like a sniping tower and the fact that it gets a literally a sniper rifle that it can create out of water, it's actually pretty cool, I have to admit. I can't really hate on this one. I didn't like it initially, but it has grown on me. I do like Gmax and Teleon. The Urshifu ones, I mean, again, like I'm not in love with the Urshifu design. I mean, I like the Fighting Dark one, I guess. These are kind of illustrate my issue with Gigantamax forms. Like, so these get a color difference between each other, but like they're kind of almost the same thing. Not only do they look similar to each other, but they do in their base forms. They look really similar to their non-Gigantamax forms. It's like basically the same Pokemon except red and blue now. Like, I don't know. That's what I don't like about Gmax. Like, there's not really much different about it. Like something like this or this, like they take it a step further and do something new with the Pokemon. This just I don't know, not cutting it for me. Not really a fan. I did want to look at the new Galarian forms as well. Now, these are ones that I had already seen. I had seen most of them. So we saw the the butter splattered Slowpoke or whatever. I'm still not entirely sure why it has the yellow on its head and tail. I'm not sure. If someone knows the reason and can explain it, that would be great. It's cute. I mean, I love Slowpoke, so I mean, I'm fine with a butter Slowpoke. Slowbro, though, I had not seen this one before. This is sick. This Slowbro is absolutely sick. This is probably my favorite, like, new Pokemon we're getting in the DLC. This is awesome. I love that it's got like a huge poison cannon attached to its arm, like freaking Samus or something like that. It looks awesome. I like the purple adds a lot to its color scheme. In general, I just think it's like it's also funny that Slower, which is usually such a dumb, dopey Pokemon, like can be awesome like this. At least in my opinion, is super cool. I'm in love with this Slowbro, dude. I like it more than the original, or it's Slowbro, excuse me. I like this more than the original Slowbro, actually. We can't see Slowking yet. This is kind of it's blurred out. You're not supposed to see the whole thing, I guess. So I don't have much to say about it. It has some cool cloak thing going on, but who knows what its head looks like. Now the birds, I'm really mixed on the bird trio. I'm okay to start with Articuno. I don't like this design. I honestly don't. And maybe part of it is that I'm so attached to the original Articuno. Like I freaking love Articuno. And this kind of just makes it look weird. Like I don't love the head, like the weird things coming off of its head and like the almost mask is kind of a cool idea, but it just somehow looks awkward all put together. Um, I don't know. I would just rather have a normal Articuno. Zapdos is one that like I really like the design, but I just don't like that it's a Zapdos. Like that was what I was gonna say before about the whole trio is like I don't really love that we got Galarian forms of legendaries. And I heard that like I mean there are lore reasons that are explained in the DLC. Like I think they might have been created by another legendary or something. I don't know if that's confirmed yet. So it explains why they're there, but I don't really like that we get a different bird trio. Like they're legendaries. Why do we have more of them? Anyway, those are just my overall thoughts. But so if this were not Zapdos, I do really like the design. I think it's very cool. I love flightless birds or like kind of a roadrunner look for bird designs. So this is really cool. And I think the orange color scheme, orange and black, suits it really well and gives it a different feel than the original. Moltres, this is another case of like this is sick. Like this design looks so freaking cool, but I don't like that it's Moltres. Like it's similar enough that it like bothers me. I mean, it should be somewhat similar because it is Moltres. It's a Galarian form, but it's like if Moltres didn't exist and I saw this thing, I'd be like, this is freaking awesome. And it is still a good design. Like Black Flames is like so good. Like I feel like fire of almost any color looks really cool, but like black fire, it's so freaking cool with this like bright red. So this design is probably my favorite of the three, although I do really like Zapdos. One of these two is my favorite of the three, but I'm not in love with the idea of Galarian forms of legendaries or just regional forms in general. I'm not sure I like that, but the designs are cool, so. All right, and these are returning Pokemon. We got my girl Nidoqueen in here. We got Nidoking. Oh yeah, Zubat wasn't in the game, was it? All right, Zubat's back. Psyduck, Poliwag, yeah, Slowbro. A lot of the Gen 1s are here. Chansey Tangle, Kangaskhan. Yeah, a lot of them actually. Oh, Dragonite's back. Yeah, Meryl. We got the baby forms of the Gen 1s. My boy. My boy is back, dude. He's here. And he's not messing around. Oh, I'm glad they added these guys back in. I really like that Evo line. Yes, my boy Aggron is here. The king. And my little boy Spiel. I love Spiel. He makes me very happy that he's here. Okay, Metagross. That's just logical. Metagross is super popular. Galates. Oh, these guys, all of them are back. Dude, I swear, Gen 3 has the best legendaries. Don't at me. All of them are freaking amazing. Just look just look at this. Dude, they're so good. I freaking love Gen 3. Um, okay, we've got Luxray back. Awesome. Garchomp. Okay, we've got these guys because they're from the evolution line. Okay, not many Gen 4s in here actually. We got the Gator Boy, Zoroark, sick. All right. Oh, we got Talonflame, nice. Dragalge is actually super cool. I used one of these competitively in uh in Gen 6. Dragalge is actually really sick. Oh, that's interesting that they brought Amara back, but not Tyrant and Tyrantrum. Interesting. Okay. Okay, yep, we've got these guys. We got Lycanroc back. Yet actually not many Gen 7s were added in besides what was already there. But okay, well that's a good selection of Pokemon to bring back. We got some favorites in here, some I'm happy to see again. All right, well that's going to do it, guys. That is basically all of the new stuff about the DLC that I hadn't seen yet or just that we know so far. I'm sure this will be regularly updated as we learn more. So I don't know if you guys are planning to get the DLC. I'm actually not really planning to get it, but I did want to take a look at what's been announced because I like to be up to date on Pokemon stuff. But let me know your thoughts on all the new stuff in the comments. Do you have a favorite new Pokemon or new form that's being released? Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you around.